You pulled the door right off of the car with your bare hands?
You're a little drunk, Mr.
Perry White.
Superman lore. That is Perry White, the Daily Planet boss. Welcome back, friends. Today we're going to watch 3 more episodes of Smallville. This season has started out pretty great. I have not seen this love triangle in sight, and let's hope it stays that way. Also, the first 2 episodes this season were really good. So let's stay on this train, please. Let's stay on this trajectory. The writers are on a hot streak. Let's go ahead and get started with episode 4, Slumber. We're already slapping with the songs. Is this REM? Oh, yes! Yes, please! This is where we should always begin an episode.
Hi, Clark.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Never mind, I take that back. You know, I don't blame you for that, Lana. I was doing the same thing.
I'm game if you are.
No, we're not skinny dipping together. Never mind, I take back everything I said beginning of this episode. Clark, don't look this happy. Don't look this happy, man.
Your turn, Clark.
This can't be real. Didn't we just have an argument in the last episode? Yes. I feel like this is REM, but I'm gonna feel real dumb if that is incorrect. Oh no, this just got dark.
Don't do that.
Man, please bring back this hairstyle.
This is exhausting, you know?
Something is not right. Didn't we just have another one of those arguments about being honest?
I really want to know you.
I can't stand for you to ever look at me that way again.
Yay, Clark, break up with her. Yes, please. Please stop. Please stop. Thank you. He's about to get out of that butt naked.
What's wrong?
Okay. Girly pop, what's happening? You know what? Never mind. I don't think I'm gonna like this episode. This is scary time. No, thank you. No, thank you. How did you not pull her up out of there?
I dug holes. I used my x-ray vision, but it's like she just vanished.
You were skinny dipping alone?
Martha.
Clark, it's not your responsibility to save everybody.
She has a fair point.
Wow, I didn't know you got a new truck.
Not mine, Clark. It's yours.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
Something is really not right here. This is not real. This is a dream. Something is happening. This man is living a fantasy.
All the extra money Lex gave us came in handy.
Now I definitely believe this is not real because he would not have cashed that check from Lex.
I'll take good care of her.
Thanks.
Nar, bestie. This is
If Adams finds out anything about that girl, we'll let you know.
Okay.
This is some kind of dream. I half expected that truck to blow up just now. No, besties, no. Another REM song?
You're not mad.
About you running off? No, I had a good view when you left.
Stop it. Get some help.
I wish I could have that view.
I'm really sorry I just left you.
Well, it's not like we had a date or anything.
Why is everyone telling Clark exactly what he wants to hear right now?
Our relationship's always been about pain and angst.
Yeah, exactly. He needs a relationship that's not this deep and dark.
There's no reason why we shouldn't be together.
Also, whoever did this woman's hair today, bad job.
I'm willing to wait as long as you want.
See, there is something definitely wrong, and I don't know what it is because everybody's telling Clark exactly what he wants to hear.
Hey,
I'm now more convinced than ever that this is a dream.
He's after me.
who?
This is the freak of the week situation, ain't it?
He was standing right there. Sarah, you must...
Buddy, she walked away.
What do you call skipping a history exam worth 50% of your grade?
That's today?
This just turned into a nightmare for him.
I need your help. Something came up at the lake yesterday.
Yeah, I heard.
Okay, someone who decided to do the music for the show was being silly this day because they're playing all these REM songs, and I am now convinced more than ever that Clark is having a dream.
I'm done chasing windmills, Clark. From now on, it's hard news that can be backed up with facts.
So let me guess. Clark wants his parents to like Lex and give him a truck. He wants Lana to be more understanding, and he wants Chloe to stop digging into the meteor freaks. And Lex, we're about to find out.
Having a rather strange day. Join the club.
I don't understand what the point of all this was.
This sword was forged in the fires of Mount Fuji.
Alrighty.
The Gatai never took it in the battle.
The vibes are bad. The vibes are so bad.
Blade cut him clean in two.
Please do not attack Clark with that sword. I feel like that's what's about to come. Oh, VFX. Yes, yes, yes.
Turns out you've been lying to me from the first day I laid eyes on you.
Is this the nightmare part 2?
I would have protected your secret. I would have protected you. I'm going to dedicate myself to ensuring the whole world knows who Clark Kent really is.
Oh my God.
This is the point that Clark should know that if Lex ever found out his secret, this is exactly what he would do.
Mom! Dad, we got a big problem!
This dream sequence has lasted far too long. I need to know what's happening.
Please don't let him take me again.
This actress has got a fabulous scream, though. Clark, wake up. Wake up.
No!
Okay, we waking up now? Oh, thank God. Oh.
I met this girl, Sarah Conrad, and she was in trouble. I can't get over how real that dream was.
You put two hot men together, our DILF, and Clark Kent and I suddenly cannot focus anymore.
Mr. Blair said that you could make up your history exam as long as you have a note from your parents.
You're the best.
Clark, are you asleep right now?
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
Look at all those pine trees in the back.
Her name's Sarah, and she moved into your old house.
When did you meet her?
Okay, so we're not asleep, we're awake.
So where did you see her first?
Crater Lake. You were there.
Really? What were we doing?
Nothing.
Okay, lie better, sir.
I have a better idea. Why don't we go see Sarah in person?
Now that they're not dating, I feel like they're spending more time than they would have had if they were dating together.
It was a car accident. Sarah and her parents went off the low bridge on their way home from a soccer game.
So is she not like a meteor freak or something? The plot is not plotting.
They're my favorite too. Must be kismet.
You know, well, at least Lana can lie better than Clark.
That's an interesting medal. The patron saint of travelers, right?
How did you know that? Oh, he is giving nefarious vibes now that he's opened this closet.
Thought I made it clear that I'm back, fully committed to Luthor Corp and to you.
Why does his hair look so good all the time?
I applaud your renewed commitment to Luthor Corp.
Did he just see his dad butt naked?
Betray me, that's an interesting notion. Might you?
That must have been a juicy peach. That can't have been in the script. Normally food, if you're not doing anything with it, it's fake.
Why have you refused to complete the psychological profile?
I can't take this scene seriously anymore. Not since that peach entered.
Spare me the Jungian cliff notes, Dad.
It's 5 sessions, Lex, that's all.
Entering your dreams to communicate?
God, who is doing her hair? Get him on the phone. I have a complaint to file.
You think the meteor rocks gave her this ability?
Well, when she's in, she can keep you asleep.
I'm confused. I think I must have mentally checked out for a minute.
Her uncle is all-powerful in her life. Why wouldn't he be in her dreams?
I've connected the 2 dots.
You didn't connect shit, but
I've connected them.
It's okay, I'll grab Lana.
Yeah, at least she can provide a constant source of caffeine.
I don't know if that was a dig at Lana or if Chloe was trying to be funny about it. Always this upward shot
Now
of
I
the
know where
barn.
public records are public. They're incredibly boring.
Okay, girl, who did your hair too?
When they died, she inherited everything. One guess who's in control of the money.
Listen, not all of that would be in public records. It would not.
Stays in a coma, he controls the wealth.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
I mean, taking care of your niece and living a nice life isn't exactly a smoking gun.
If he had all that money, why wouldn't he buy a better house?
You don't have to stay.
I want to, Clark.
Here we go again, crying in bed, what a familiar feeling.
Okay, now who is exhibiting some desperation to get into Clark's good graces? It was Chloe last season, now it's Lana. Girls, this is not the way. He's about to fall asleep, isn't he?
Must have fallen asleep.
It's like being in a long, dark tunnel. I mean, sometimes it's open.
I don't get how she's psychologically linked to him. Is it because that he's the space alien? Is it because she lives so close to him? I'm confused.
And they said I should have woken up. But every time I do feel just a little bit better, he does something.
Oh, the uncle is keeping her under. Oh, I'm not a fan of all this horror nonsense. No. This episode is not hitting.
I know it sounds crazy.
Is he awake now?
It's true. Sarah was supposed to wake up.
So her uncle is drugging her.
The logic is not logicking. A drug test would pick anything up.
What is it, some sort of legendary samurai antique?
That is not a subtle way to go about that.
It's a prop from my favorite Kurosawa movie.
Have your brain just ain't there,
Do you mind if I sit with her for a while?
Not at all.
Okay, this is a good point that now you know what's in there. Go call the sheriff lady. Why don't you close the door?
Go away.
Oh, he's asleep.
Wait, if you're here, that means I'm...
This red truck has been in more car accidents than any other vehicle on this show. RIP for this red truck. Maybe this is why the Kent farm is always about to go broke, because their car insurance bill is so high.
Do you know why Clark pushed me away?
Okay, now is your turn to get up off your knees, Lana, please.
Stay in his orbit. Long enough, he'll finally decide to open up.
Could you raise him to love him, maybe? He sure fucked me up.
This is not the way, girly. Walk away.
Jonathan!
I think he just hit his head. He's gonna be fine.
Sure, Jan.
She's supposed to find an excuse. Can we be done with this episode? I'm not a fan.
Sarah!
Look at all those pine trees at this beach.
But it's gonna stop.
Are you gonna wake her up or are you gonna kill her?
We know you've been drugging Sarah.
Really?
This is not a smart move, Lana. He's just gonna inject you.
That's straight dumb. You're dumb.
Lana, I thought you got that Lana Fu now. Why didn't you fight this man like that? Yes! What's even better than a shirtless Tom Welling? A wet Tom Welling.
She's in trouble.
Who?
Lana.
You in danger, girl.
He's too strong. You can't stop him.
This is one of those you have to fight your mind in order to win type of situation.
Get angry. He took 6 years of your life.
I'm so bored of this episode already. Not off the 2 banger episodes we got in the beginning. Come on now. Oh, now we can fight him. Okay, now use your super speed to search the entire town to find out where she is. Look at all these pine trees in the middle of Kansas. Yo, Lex is barely in this episode.
Submit to a full battery of mental tests.
Your dad thinks you've whacked in the head because of all that time you spent on the island, and he might actually be right.
I have nothing to hide. That island did make me crazy, Dad.
But it'll be good to have that in writing.
This sculpture looks like an earlobe.
You're not crazy. You're eccentric.
When you're rich, you're not crazy, you're eccentric. That is a fantastic line. Wow.
Clark, isn't it?
I didn't think you'd remember me.
Why does he have to smile like that in every episode?
I still don't know how I got in your dreams.
Yeah, I don't know how she got in your dreams either. It's not making any sense.
I saw some of the things you were able to do.
Are we just gonna let her know this?
I'm curious to hear your perspective. What'd you see?
See, that is a good way to fish for information.
Someone who's clearly in love.
Okay, Sarah, now all of a sudden I don't like you.
If you love her that much,
Sarah, now you need to
don't
shut
push her
up.
away. Lana's the girl of your dreams.
No, she is not. Lois is. This episode's paying REM's bills, wasn't it? There is some silly goofy person in the music department of the show that said only REM songs.
What you did was really brave. You saved Sarah's life.
It almost cost me mine.
The way that Lana is trying to change her entire personality for Clark.
Lana, you'll always be the girl next door.
Can I skip the rest of this? How many more minutes is left in this? Oh, okay, we can be done now. We can be done now. Guys, I just skipped the rest of that. I didn't care. I didn't fucking care for the end of the episode Lana Clark situation. I just skipped it. I was like, no thank you, no thank you. Let's move on to the next episode. Oh, we are in outer space. Eerily familiar of the meteor shower in the pilot.
Scientists are calling today's impact one of...
You know, I am a woman of science, but I don't know if that's exactly how that works.
According to NASA, the sun took a directive from a comet today.
Oh, we're back at this bar.
Somewhere in the universe. Sure.
Oh, this man drunk.
Look, you might...
This is how I feel when I record those drunk reaction videos. Ugh.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for the Metropolis Sharks.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Metropolis is a real city, guys. It's in Illinois, southern Illinois. I don't know if Metropolis, Illinois is like a city or a farm town, because normally south of Illinois is just wide open, plain land. The Wild Coyote. That's the name of this bar.
No, I'll find it. Yeah, I know this.
Oh my God, you remember the way that we used to get around places with a map? With MapQuest? We were really struggling back then.
Thank you for caring.
But sir, I'm gonna need you to keep your eyes on the road. Not right near the Smallville sign. No, Clark, no. Why can't you just open the door like a normal person?
You pulled the door right off the car with your bare hands?
You're a little drunk, Mr.
Perry White.
More!
Ken, can you open this?
Oh, sure, Mr. White.
White speaking.
Chief, this is Kent.
I want to see photos of him everywhere. No, I want the photos.
I want you to meet our new stringer. I want you to show him the ropes. This is Clark Kent.
Yes, sir. Stick with Lane. She'll show you the ropes. Lane, sir?
Lois, you got that flying saucer deal up on the roof?
Yep.
Grant, Droop, come on.
Lore! Superman lore. That is Perry White, the Daily Planet boss. I don't remember him being a drunk, though. In the comics, is he? Is he? Good God, yes. Practical effect that I could get down with.
Dad, he probably doesn't even remember my name.
Clark! Clark Kent!
He is out of this world. I don't know this man, but I want to know this man. I say this now, but I have just realized that he is giving the vibes of that one reporter in the first season that found out Clark's secret and was like, hey, I'm going to tell the whole world. So now I'm not too sure.
This hillbilly cartoon you have as a sheriff has suspended my driver's license.
Don't offend our sheriff lady like that.
At the moment, I'm the advance man for X-Styles, cable TV's one stop for the paranormally inclined. Don't you need tools for a job like that?
Oh, he's sus. He's sus.
I didn't off-road my car for laughs, Mr. Kent. I swerved to miss your son.
He's about to sue them. The farm can't afford this kind of nonsense.
And no amount of probing can uncover emotional issues that don't exist.
Now who's in denial?
Stop it! Denial is a river in Egypt!
Oh, check him.
The fisherman who found you said you were raving.
I was ill, suffering from malaria.
You know, I'm not exactly sure that's how malaria works. I am not a disease specialist in my field, but I somehow feel like the show is making up the effects of malaria.
That I submit to 5 psychiatric therapy sessions. So I've submitted.
I don't know what Lionel Luthor's game plan is here, please. Let me know. Spill the tea, sis.
An interview with Smallville's very own cover girl.
Lana, rise above. Defend yourself, please. Do something.
Nothing fancy, Miss Lang. Just a simple Q&A. You know, how's little Miss Meteor?
Tell him to fuck off.
But my parents died that day.
And I'm sorry, but that makes you newsworthy.
This girl just never stands up for herself, does she?
Think the editor would know something about the meteor shower?
How would I know?
Principal authorizes new gym mats by Clark Kent.
This is the backstory before they actually work together, huh?
Now, do you make it all up yourself, or do you pull in other writers?
You know, I am just gonna pray for the day that the makeup and hair department takes that hair and just bring it in.
I have a penchant for the truth, something your Freaks and Shrieks cable show gave up around episode 2.
That's it. We're done.
Drop and walk out.
You're the Perry White? Do you have any idea who that was?
You know, I gotta just count my lucky stars that they did not decide to go with Allison Mack and make her Lois like they initially had planned to and introduce an actual Lois Lane, because the way that I would not have bought this romance between Tom Welling and her, no.
I've spent the last 14 years trying to put that day behind me. He brought it all back.
Why are the vibes always off between these two?
But I was hoping that you might be able to do something.
What is he going to do? For seriously, girl, what?
What was his name?
Perry White.
I'll make sure he never bothers you again.
What is the backstory? I need some exposition time.
He used to be one of the best reporters in Metropolis.
Life is a journey, Grasshopper.
Journey is usually the part that you remember anyways.
Maybe it's the journalist in me. Or that I realized if you have a gift, you shouldn't turn your back on it.
This whole encounter with Clark Kent is going to bring him back into journalism. I just know it.
About my father, White. It's about you.
Well, Lex, don't you think you're overreacting?
So they got a history together.
Let's go.
Thanks for the ride, kid.
I need someone to info dump the backstory here between him and the Luthors.
You know, our one and only encounter was years ago.
Yes, drop the info dump.
I was just doing my job, and you were a legitimate source.
I guess as a reporter, you gotta be nosy and get into people's business. I could never do that. I took one journalism class in college and wrote a paper for that man. And he told me that the paper that I wrote could get me an internship with the New York Times. And I was like, no, thank you. That is not what I want to do for a living.
So much for not drinking before 5.
Oh, no.
I don't know. It's like I've lost all my strength.
VFX! Yes! VFX team! Yes! Yes! That was smooth. That was clean. Never mind. Oh, this man got a funny bone. This actor's got a funny bone. I was so impressed by this actor that I had to look him up. This is Michael McKean, who is well known for various roles, such as Better Call Saul and Spinal Tap. I had no idea. He's also married to our fave, Annette O'Toole, who plays Martha Kent. Yes, I do live under a rock. I did not know this information. Oh, come on, Clark. So how are we going to make this man forget? Right? We're going to bonk him over the head. Sheriff lady!
I'm telling you, it fell out of the sky.
Another bus in about an hour. I suggest you catch it.
I love our sheriff lady.
Dad, I'm really sorry about the tractor. It's a total loss.
Can we not fix this tractor with some heat vision, some of Clark's powers?
You know the only thing that's worse than never landing that story of a lifetime?
What?
Being afraid to write it.
Is the backstory here? It's never gonna get explained.
Well, Lionel Luthor can be remarkably persuasive.
Are you saying he had something to do with your career slide?
And Chloe, you're kind of falling into the same trap.
But to think that your problems have anything to do with a solar flare, it's a bit of a stretch, don't you think?
More! More! More lore!
Yeah, we always have wondered about the source of your abilities.
Keep dropping that lore, writers.
All the things I can do, they come from the sun.
According to this, the effects of the solar flare ought to be done by tomorrow night.
Sorry, Mimi. I'm scaring her. Don't you see? She's scared.
I thought I'd give you a heads up. Our resident Ghostbuster is still on the job.
Ghostbusters.
Perry White?
That man was supposed to get on that bus.
According to this, you're refusing to sign off on my psychological release.
I have an ethical obligation.
Hey, we have a good doctor for once. Remember Helen?
You have experienced incredible emotional and physical trauma.
And your prescription's more time on the couch?
You know, therapy is a good thing. I see my therapist twice a month.
I spent the morning combing through police.
We need to convince this man that he is drunk and none of this is real.
You can run, but you...
Ugh!
hide.
This man is just gonna find out everything. Can we bonk him over the head, please?
Clark, you all right, son?
It's been a weird day.
Did he just run all the way to the Metropolis?
I tried to make it home. My super speed gave out again around Colorado Springs.
How far is Colorado from Kansas?
Don't worry, Dad. I'm glued to the couch until this solar flare passes.
I'm afraid it's not going to be that easy, son.
We can't have a repeat of that one reporter. Especially because we can't kill Perry White.
Now, I guess you'll never find out what I have on your father.
Oh my God, Perry, what do you know?
It's all yours. I just want one thing in return. Everything you know about Clark Kent.
It's not helping our cause. Why does that farm boy have to be so hot but so stupid?
Maybe it's useless.
Give it to me, and I'll deliver you a story that'll bring new meaning to the phrase, sins of the father.
You may have been able to neutralize my father, but not me.
Okay, so we're never gonna find out what he knows about Lionel Luthor. He's just gonna know about Clark. How do we resolve this, and how many minutes do we have left? 15 minutes. So we got 15 minutes to fix all this. Yo, maybe he is cracked.
Clark?
Keep those eyes shut, boy. Wait a second, this could work in our advantage because now he's vulnerable.
I burned it. My powers, they must be gone.
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Next time I could hurt you or Mom. Dad, I can't stay here.
Why don't we go back to that really nice beach?
Clark, come back!
He's running. Come on, let's go.
Is the X-Files supposed to be a play on the X-Files? You know, because Clark's an alien?
Clark is not here.
That was a big brain move. I bet it wasn't Clark who came up with that idea.
So we'll camp out tonight. Check in with your parents in the morning.
Like I just said, we should go back to that nice beach.
If your job bothers you so much, why don't you stop?
Because I'm a journalist.
Oh, you're gonna get along so well with Lois Lane when she comes along. My girl Lois.
I will trade permanently staying out of your life for a ride to the bus stop.
This man is on that drink again.
I gotta get to Saunders Gorge right now.
The way that he runs.
Get in. I'll drive.
I'm so sorry, but he's probably one of those guys that's like hot girl fit, where your body looks great, but all of the like functional things, you know, like running, lifting, swimming, they don't got it.
I was driving him to the bus stop and he pretended to be sick.
This is not the way. This is not the way.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
He would kill himself unless I called you.
See, the way I figure it, you're strong, you're shockproof, and you're incredibly...
Not in front of Lana.
No, I can't save you. I don't have any powers.
Oh, the wedgies these wires must have given these men. I can't handle it.
The camping gear, there should be a rope.
You know what someone used to tell me when I used to get up on like wires or like high ropes course all the time? They tell the guys, make sure all the furniture is in one room, and the girls, make sure the furniture is in separate rooms, if you catch my drift.
Hurry!
That rope is gonna broke. Get another rope. Get another rope.
Grab the rope!
Hang on, kid.
Hold on!
Oh, dear goodness gracious. I don't love any of this. I don't love any of this. It's stressing me out. I also don't understand how that one rope is not ripping the bumper off that car right off.
Give me your hand.
Oh, the rope burn. I share your pain, man. I understand. So this is how we fix it.
I will be revealing things that are deeply personal, even hurtful.
That's the point of therapy, Lex.
Look at all those chickens.
Look at all those chickens.
I still don't understand why Mr. White thought you could do all those incredible things.
It was because of the drink.
But I'm still hoping that we can work it out.
I sincerely hope not.
Better go.
Can we skip the rest of this? 3 minutes left. Okay, she's leaving. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's stick through it.
I was about to tear down a good person. I just couldn't believe there was actually anyone like you out there.
He's hope. He's hope.
Chalk it up to hallucinations or the DTs.
So we're quit drinking now.
If you found the guts to go over that cliff, maybe I can find the courage to finish the one story I let go.
And you never told us what that was.
Rumor has it I still have a friend or two on the Daily Planet. I went over a couple more of your Torch stories. And if you ever make the Metropolis, look me up. I owe you one.
Yes! I love this episode. Yes! Yes! This was the episode that I wanted. After the last episode, yes, give it to me, writers. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. One more episode for tonight, and then we're gonna go to bed. Is this really late at night that I'm recording this? Yes, it is. I'm gonna have some problems tomorrow morning. Let's go ahead and start the next episode. Are we in the prison?
No one ever really said much about her. Just that I had a great aunt who died young.
Okay, episode is already bad if we're starting off with Lana.
You were convicted of her murder.
Don't let Lana near old people. Remember what happened the last time?
Would you mind running back to my room and getting me a scarf?
Sure.
Truly love my wife. I'm not the man who killed her.
Oh, we're gonna solve a murder in this episode, huh?
I can still hear those shots.
Don't pick that gun up. Ugh.
Found me with the gun, and Louise.
What did I just say? Don't pick that gun up.
What have you done?
Oh.
That's what happened that night.
This is gonna be one of those episodes.
Drifter. He killed my Louise.
This is gonna be one of those episodes where I don't give a shit, right?
Correct!
Back at the farm.
What happened to this guy?
No, this is the episode that's giving them an excuse to just be in an episode together.
Clark, that drawing looks exactly like you. So unless Dexter could have...
That drawing does not look like him.
He could have been your grandfather.
I highly doubt that, Missy. I highly, highly doubt that.
Why? You must have come from somewhere.
Kids just don't fall out of the sky, Martha.
Okay, never mind. I take everything back that I just said. Maybe it could be someone in his family.
These cave walls said that people from Krypton had been here before. Why not my father?
Hi, editing Lexi here. I hate to interrupt this programming, but I do need to step in and make a comment. Clark literally just said someone from Krypton had visited here before, and this episode is about to give us the backstory of that. But before we dive into that and continue on with this reaction, I do need to say that this episode that we're about to watch is quite frankly one of the worst Smallville episodes that I have ever seen. And the biggest part of that is because the plot holes abound. So what Clark was referring to, I think, is when that old guy from season 2 said this.
To a legend, a man came from the stars and fell in love with the mother of our people. Out of that forbidden affair, the Kawatche people were born.
Huh?
The legend only tells us that he left one day and flew back into the sky.
Now put a massive pin in that for later, okay?
Isn't that what you're looking for?
And it's the same symbol that was carved into his chest in the premiere. Remember, folks, we learned that they didn't use the symbol due to whatever rights or whatever it is. The actual S. Bullshit. No. This is going to be one of those episodes that we just need to give an excuse for Clark and Lana to kiss. I'm not here for it. Take us back to the previous episode.
I had all these flashes, but they went by so fast I really couldn't make sense of them.
Oh, but this episode gave us a reason to fix Tom Welling's hair, that mop that's on his head.
Flashing money, and then you interrupt my guys at the bank.
The way that Tom Welling let his hair grow in between the season finale and this season, chef's kiss. I don't know why, but I am definitely attracted to a man with this type of haircut. They said all the budget is going to go towards putting these old cars on this one street. Oh. Girlie, I don't know who you let put that wiggy woo on your head, but it looks real bad.
My hero.
You don't strike me as someone who usually needs saving. You can call me Joe.
This flashback is lasting far too long for me.
She's got stars in her eyes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Can I please skip this episode?
You're going home, Louise. I know how Dex hates to miss his bridge game.
I'm missing some integral information here, aren't I?
I think this medallion downloaded me with all his memories.
Well, of course he did.
Pete, man, we need to work on that acting. You are now the weakest link.
Unanimously, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
There's got to be a way to find out if what I saw really happened.
You see our heroic drifter anywhere?
No, but look at the name of the robber.
I'm starting to think that Alison Mack is a bottle blonde. Look at them roots.
The last time I researched the Luthors, Lex almost got killed.
Please. You're going to have to deal with him sooner or later.
Clark does not know the whole truth. He does not know that you've been researching him for Lionel Luthor.
Your grandfather has to be the one who was arrested.
No one in my family set foot in this town until my father bought the cream corn factory.
How did Lana find this great uncle? I thought she didn't have any other family other than Nell. Is this going to be another episode where the plot is Swiss cheese?
I guess it's just when you're adopted, you dream about where you came from and what your birth parents were like.
With all the strange surprises I've had in my family, I know it's not easy.
You get it. You're both adopted. Your families are fucked up. Move on.
It's a love letter. Dexter must have written this. Only an initial? Could you?
Could you raise him to love him, maybe? He sure fucked me up.
Lana, you're trying so hard to make this man like you or want to date you. Absolutely not. Can I please skip any of that? No. The way that all of this is making me have frown lines, the show, you're gonna make me get Botox early. No. Put the blur on the screen. We're not watching any of this. This has already gone on for far too long. You know I'm always down for shirtless Tom Welling. Just not with her in the picture. The horse in the background is like, I don't want to see any of this. End it now. Please end it now. This is the one time where I don't want to see Tom Welling shirtless. Please, let's move on. That wig should be burned. This scene lasted far too long.
Lana, I don't think that love letter's from her husband.
Oh, that's who that man was who she got in the car with. I missed that. So you're telling me that the ancestor of Lana Lang is cheating on her husband, which is mimicking Lana's in real life emotional cheating on Whitney. I guess it runs in the family, but I'm not one for hypocrisy because that also goes for Clark Kent and his bio daddy. Well, actually, I don't know if the bio daddy was dating his wife at that point or knew who his wife was, but we know the bio daddy is down with aiding and abetting cheating. It runs in the family for both of them.
I think it's from the drifter.
Here's the thing, boys and girls, cheaters belong in jail. Take them to prison, line them all up, and just pop on site. I will never, ever root for Clark and Lana because of the way their relationship or their romance started. I just can't. I cannot do it.
Maybe you could explain why Lachlan Luthor was arrested in 1961 for petty robbery.
So Lachlan Luthor is Lex's grandfather?
I quickly found that confessing to the fact that I was born and bred in a place like Suicide Slum wasn't going to win anybody over.
Please, sir, I want some more.
What?
Oh, Lionel was born poor.
That's right. Why should I have to pay for the sins of my father?
So the father is poor and a petty criminal. Something like that?
They both died.
Okay.
In a tenement fire.
Okay, his grandparents died in a fire.
This is the barn where Louise was shot.
It looks a lot like the Kent barn. Are we saving any money on this episode? I know we just spent a whole bunch of money on our cars on that one street, but come on now. Do not give me another makeout scene, please. Oh, fuck this. Not again.
I have to leave tonight.
I can't stay with Dex anymore. I don't love him.
Okay, did your husband do anything bad to you? Because what I got from before, he seemed very nice.
I have to return home alone because it's my destiny and I can't change it.
We should be together.
Can we move on, please? Let's move on. Arr! He's fine. Oh, but she's not fine. Is this Irish man supposed to be Lionel or the Lachlan Luthor?
No.
I'm so confused.
I love you.
Hi, yes, I am back again because Louise said that she loved Jor-El. So if we're remembering what the old guy said from season 2, he said that someone from outer space, whatever, fell in love with their people, and from that the Quatch people were born, right? So would that not make Louise the person that Jor-El had fallen in love with, right? That's what you would think, but obviously Louise dies, as you saw in the beginning of this reaction. So she could not have been the person that had helped birth the Quatch people. So does that mean that Jor-El, was hooking up with somebody else, while he was spending his time here on this planet? I don't know. Also, flash forward to what Kayla, I think, said in season 2.
Stories say that people can turn into animals. Are they true?
The visitor from the stars supposedly brought special green stones. They had really strange effects on the people.
So does that mean that Jor-El had brought the meteor rocks with him when he came here? It's very confusing. So did the writers just write themselves into a corner? Is this a massive plot hole? What am I missing? I do think it's a plot hole. You guys let me know. If that Irishman is supposed to be Lachlan Luthor, then why isn't Alex playing that person? Just like how Tom Welling and Kristen Krug is playing their ancestors. You know what I'm saying?
I know who killed her.
Stands on the site of the tenement your grandparents died in. Yeah, if you call an explosion that blows the windows out of 2 city blocks a fire, yeah.
Drop that exposition, please. Fade to black. Why would you do that?
But Lachlan Luthor was in the jail at the time of the murder.
I know it was him.
Okay, thank you for confirming that, Chloe.
Lachlan was released from jail the morning Louise was murdered.
I only spent a few nights in jail for...
Why would Lachlan Luthor want to kill Louise?
Billy Tate.
More affectionately known now as our Honorable Mayor William Tate.
I've clearly missed something.
Mayor Tate, do you remember booking someone named Lachlan Luthor?
Careful with that, young man.
Hey, you two lovebirds.
The sheriff caught them cheating.
You better make sure this is what you want, Louise.
I never wanted to marry Dexter. Don't get me wrong, he's a nice man.
So your husband did nothing bad to you?
I want to go to Hollywood.
Oh, bitch, please. So your husband did nothing wrong to you, but you were cheating on him.
I didn't want to come here. I would give anything to stay.
This has gone on for far too long. I'm officially adding Jor-El to the Lana obsession list. If you are unfamiliar, this is the Lana obsession list. All the people on the screen right now are the people who have been obsessed with Lana. I am indeed keeping track. Also, I find it very funny that the writers decided to write a Lana obsession story while creatively trying to not make it a Lana obsession story. I get what you were putting down, and I'm not being fooled by it.
Where I'm from, we have colors that you've never seen.
Shut up, Joe.
We have sunsets that last for hours.
I want to go to there. No, I cannot accept this. Please stop. Absolutely not. This is, you are just stomping all over Lois and her legacy right now, aren't you? I hate this. I hate this. End the episode, please end it.
So you want me to dredge up an investigation that was put to bed 40 years ago?
Sheriff lady!
See, I will need 2 small things called motive and evidence.
You know, she has a point. Sheriff lady, tell me how it is.
He was in love with her as well. With the Drifter dead and Dexter in jail for his murder, Mayor Tate could have Louise all to himself.
Wait, is this the same mayor man that threatened Lex last season? We're gonna need to do a flashback.
You should learn how business gets done in this town.
You know, I think the Luthors are always gonna have one up against these small-town politicians.
I'm up for re-election soon. It's my 4th term. Just think of this as the beginning of a long-term relationship.
Nashte, corruption runs deep, doesn't it?
Martha.
How are you lifting that with your bare hands? Oh, he has a towel.
Clark, have you had any more of the visions?
No.
Why lie? What is the point of this lie?
That's Grandpa's gun. I saw it in the cave when I had my first vision.
Is this Grandpa Kent?
And Hiram. Hiram Kent.
This episode is making me work harder mentally than I actually want to.
Do you recognize anything from your visions?
At least you won't stand out as much if they stop you.
Got no reason to stay anymore.
Why does his lips look blue? Is it just the saturation that they put over this?
Bye, Gene.
His name is Jonathan.
Ow! Hang on a second. What decade are we in right now? Did he say the 50s or 60s? Which would then make Pa Kent 50 at the oldest? You know, I'm not going to do that math.
Well, I don't think that an old bomber jacket's going to prove anything.
I'm not too sure about that.
Can we please keep this side swoop that's going on with his hair? Looks real good.
I know you made a deal with Lachlan to kill me. How did you feel when you found out that he killed Louise instead?
I see dead people.
So the plan is to just scare the truth out of the man.
You're not taking the easy way out.
You okay? We got the silent alarm.
He's trying to kill me.
Who?
Sheriff lady, arrest him.
Clint was supposed to kill the drifter. I never meant to hurt Louise.
So we got Lachlan. We got Mayor Tate. We got Joe, Louise's husband. Was that 4 people that love Louise? God damn it. I do not get it with the Lang family. I do not get it.
I just couldn't see. She didn't feel the same way about me. I wish I'd known when to let go.
Oh, this is a powerful lesson for you, Lana. Let go of Clark, please.
Your parents' death was no accident.
So you knew they were murdered.
Oh, I have just turned it on. Did Lionel Luthor kill his parents?
I couldn't bring them back. There was nothing I could do, so...
Oh, he's sus now. He's all of a sudden become so suspicious.
Your grandparents were murdered. They deserve justice.
It's far too late at night.
Buried in the past.
That's not going to happen until we find out who did this.
He's got something to cover up.
Nothing would have happened to Louise if she didn't fall in love with him.
I know what Louise did was wrong.
Oh, so you're finally admitting that cheating is wrong. I think you should look in the mirror yourself, Lana.
I can't help thinking she was lucky. She knew what it felt like to really be in love.
Lana girl, you were so close. She almost admitted that cheating was wrong, but then she was like, oh, I can help but, admire that she had found true love. Girl, shut up. Shut up. Every single time I am like, oh, she's gonna grow, she's gonna evolve as a character. She does not. This woman A's in bet cheating. Jor-El also A's in bet cheating. I mean, maybe that's where Clark gets it from, because obviously Louise is married and he was okay with sleeping around with a married woman.
Maybe you have to be grateful for the time that you spend together. Stop holding on to what could have been.
This is a powerful lesson. It's time to move on. Move on.
What are we doing here?
Thank you, Hiram.
I can usually tell an honest man when I see one.
Okay, I found a plot hole. So they brought Hiram Kent to the caves, the Quatch Caves, that is supposed to have been hidden from those people in Skinwalkers, whatever. This is supposed to be hidden. How are we covering this all up? How did Hiram Kent not babble? You know what I'm saying?
If there's anything you ever need, you know where to find me.
Maybe Smallville should just be renamed. Your house is Meteor Capital of the World. Maybe we should just call it Swiss Cheese Capital of the World. For all these plot holes that we keep finding.
He buried this here because he didn't want his father to have it. It acts as some sort of journal. I don't think you and Mom found me by accident.
Oh, I love this development. Yes, please. Yes.
I think you were chosen.
Love this development at the end. Drop that lore, writers. Do it. At first I thought this was going to be a so-so episode because it's the flashback. And we got all that Lana and Clark action that I was, no thank you, no thank you. Oh, technically Louise and Joe. No thank you, no thank you. Can the next episode be good, please? I want 0 Lana and Clark situationship happening. End it, bury it, kill it. That is all I have to say. I'm gonna see you guys next week in another video. If you like this video, please give it a like, please comment and subscribe. And like I just said, I'll see you next week. Bye.